Greetings to all in YouTube land. I would like to talk about something about truth, true Buddhism. Why is it true? I like things that are true, and even though they may be very in-depth or not very well known, if they're true, then it's worth knowing about. I like the truth, and I like to think about things that are true and learn about what's true. And like, for instance, the Earth, our planet Earth, turns on its axis at 1,000 miles an hour. It takes 24 hours to make one full revolution, and the Earth is 24,000 miles in diameter, so a little over 24,000 miles. So therefore, when we're traveling in a circle at 1,000 miles an hour, that's the truth, and it's lots of people don't think about that we are moving at 1,000 miles an hour, spinning. We don't feel it, so we don't think about it, but it's the truth. Also, we're moving around the sun. We're 93 million miles away from the sun. It takes us 1 year to make one revolution around the sun. And if you work it out, we're traveling forward at 1 million miles a day, about 1 million miles a day. You can do the math. 93 million miles radius and full circumference. I believe it works out about 1 million miles a day. So we're traveling at 1 million miles a day forward, and we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. That's the truth. Even though we don't think about it very often, but it's an amazing truth. There are many amazing truths that we don't think about, but they're happening anyway. So I would like to say a little bit about true Buddhism, something I found out about 35 years ago. And basically, the Buddhism is about the truth, and it's called true Buddhism. The sect that I belong to is called Nichiren Shoshu. And the truth of Nichiren Shoshu is that we are manifestation of the life of the universe. All phenomena are a manifestation of universal life. And we have existed along with the universe, and throughout eternity we always will exist. So that is the truth. You can't get away from the universe. We are made of the molecules or the elements of the universe, and but the law of the universal law is that everything that comes into being stays a while and goes back out. But the elements, the entity of life, throughout the cycles of birth and death, is neither born nor destroyed. So we are, according to the truth of the Buddhist teachings, our lives right now, each one of us, is a result of all of the causes we have made in the past. And the Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, that is the Myoho Renge Kyo, is the title of the Lotus Sutra. So Myoho means the wonderful law, and Renge means simultaneity of cause and effect. So we are Myoho Renge. We are the law of the wonderful law, simultaneously manifesting cause and effect. But our causes can be seen by the effects that we receive in the present. The Nichiren Daishonin, the founder of this Buddhism, said if you want to know what causes you made in the past, look at the effects you receive in the present. If you want to know what causes you receive in the future, look at the effects you're making now. It's pretty simple, but it's true. And sometimes we don't like to accept that fact, that, hey, everything that's happening to me, especially if it's negative, we made the causes for that. We can accept the good stuff, that's easy to accept. But the fact is, we can change everything. We can change everything that's happening by making the cause in the present. So, the true Buddha is Nichiren Daishonin. His life is the manifestation of wisdom and reality, the fusion of wisdom and reality, fusion of the infinite law of the universe and the reality of the Buddha's life, fusion of wisdom and reality. The Buddha had purified his life so that the causes that he made were positive causes. So he has embodied the wisdom to be able to deal with any situation in a positive way. So we have the potential also to have that wisdom. But what we have, each one of us, is our own karma. We made those causes in the past. The family that we're born into, that's the karma that we have. All of our ancestors, we have all those people within us. Another fact is the truth. If we go back 20 generations, these are to the people that are directly related by blood to us, like our mother and father, our grandparents and their parents and their parents and so on. We are carrying all of those ancestors' causes within us. That's who we are. If we go back 20 generations, we have 1 million ancestors feeding into each one of us. So it's impossible to know what we have did in the past. Nichiren Daishonin says it's impossible to fathom your karma. If you want to know what causes you made in the past, look at the effect you're receiving in the present. So we can each see, we're human beings, so we made great causes. The true Buddhism teaches it's very difficult to be born as a human being. We could have been born as any other life form, a cow or a dog or a rat or a rabbit or a tree. All of those forms of life are the manifestation of the one law. But we are humans, so now we can do, as humans, we have the potential to become Buddhists by practicing true Buddhism. And why we can do that is because back in the 12th century, Nichiren Daishonin provided the way for all people to attain Buddhahood. And while he was alive, the essence of his life was the enlightenment of Buddha, fusion of reality and wisdom. So while he was alive, his disciples could feel his life force and actually change their lives too. Because Nichiren Daishonin said, my life is Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. And before he died, or while he was alive, he inscribed an object called the Daigo Hansen. And it's a big block of wood, camphor wood, and down the center is written in Sumi ink, the black Chinese ink, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Nichiren Daishonin said, I have inscribed my life in Sumi, believe in it. Now the truth is, when we chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo to the Daigo Hansen, then our lives fuse with the life of the true Buddha. And then we can manifest the same enlightenment within our life. That is the truth. And it's difficult to believe, and it's difficult to comprehend. But if we do it, we can actually feel the results and know the results and experience the results. When I heard about it at first, 35 years ago, I thought, wow, that's kind of strange. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. How can just saying some words, have any influence in my life at all? But because of the people who told me about it, I decided to try it. And so I tried, and I got the results. Things started to happen in my life, things that I couldn't ignore. I was only doing one thing different. I was chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo morning and evening. And the people who introduced me showed me how to do it. You hold your hands like this in front of your chest, sit up straight, and chant like this. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So while we're chanting like that, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we don't have faith to begin with. We have expectation. Then our life, the Buddha nature within our life is activated, and it sheds light on all aspects of our life, and we see the changes in our life. We feel the changes, and everybody has different experience because we're all different. Each one of us is the sum total of all of our experiences, so we have different results. So we can do it. All people can do that. Doesn't matter who they are. You don't have to be clever. You don't have to be of any certain nationality or anything. You only have to be able to chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo to the Gohanzen, and then you can see the difference. So we can change all of our negative karma in this lifetime and have a much, much better situation in our next lifetime. And of course, the ideal is for all people to chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo and change our lives, and in the process, change the life of our culture. So we will have an enlightened population on this planet. And then it will be much, much different than it has been in the past. And that is the truth. So I'm going to stop talking now and hope I haven't reached 10 minutes, because I want to put it on YouTube. And if you get over 10 minutes, you can't do that. I can't anyway. So I'm going to stop, and let's see what happens. If you want to try it, you'll be very, very pleasantly surprised.